Coach Career is really excited to take over and kind of try and fill some of those footsteps that left. This summer he got started. He had a high school skills camp, had about 25 girls, 9 through 12 that were there. Started a Young Gazelles, about 100 girls, a couple days during the summer, so that's what he's really excited about and kind of focusing on for the summer is trying to really build some numbers through our program. This summer, the high school girls he had up, they're working about 3 days a week, kind of alternating with volleyball as far as working some open gyms, sharing some girls, trying to do some things, trying to work and starting to build kind of some of his philosophies, trying to implement some of his strategies, I guess, as far as what we'll be doing. So it'll be nice to see the growth as we get going. As far as girls that we have for this season, that's kind of been the one disappointing thing is we only have 18 girls out right now. There just wasn't a whole lot of interest, I guess, at the beginning of the year. We did a couple things trying to figure out some ways where we could get creative. Then we had the injury bug happen. We have 2 seniors, and one of them, Sarah Rockney, tore her ACL for the 3rd time in her high school career. So that's kind of devastating. She was starting for us, and that hurt after, I guess that was probably game like 5 or 6 that happened. But we have 5 juniors, 5 sophomores, and then 10 freshmen that are out. So obviously we like to see, that freshman number, 10 to 12 range is obviously really good. And if we can get up to 15, we'd be ecstatic. But hopefully we can kind of keep building that and getting things back to kind of where they were so we can have some more, JV, sophomore, and freshman games, which will only help as we get older, so we can kind of work on that experience. But as far as the season's gone, we had 3 games before the Christmas break. Went up to Watertown and hosted Huron. Won both of those to start the year, which I know we were excited about. We have a lot of young girls playing pretty important roles for us, so it was good to see how we would, after you go through those pre-seasons of 15 to 20 practices, you kind of want to do anything and play anybody. But obviously we started out okay, kind of had a couple breaks here and there, won a 1-point game and a 2-point game, so it was good to see how we reacted in some game situations. After the break, I guess we played, 7 more here since Christmas. We haven't been on the right side of a lot of the wins and losses, but if you've seen us play, you can definitely see there's a lot of growth there. We're getting about 9 or 10 girls that are playing some quality minutes with only 1 senior left after obviously the ACL injury. We got some juniors that are in there and a lot of sophomores that are playing important minutes for us. So that's something that we're really excited about. This weekend starts game 11, so we're going to start seeing the ESD teams for that 2nd time. That's something we talked about a lot. The wins, losses, they're going to come, especially with our young group. We're not necessarily worried about that, especially in December and January. We want to get to where we're playing our best basketball come down the stretch and getting ready for the postseason. I think when you look at, obviously it was a tough day to come talk after last night because we probably didn't have our best performance of the season, but when you are playing a good team and they play pretty well, you're going to have a couple nights like that. But when you look back to last week, we played Pierre, who's 8-1, Brookings, who's 7-2. We had leads in the 4th quarter in both of those games. Getting down to about 3-4 minutes left. It's a 1-possession game, and just some of that inexperience showed at some bad times, and we weren't able to pull out, the victories. But when we look at the term coach is using a lot is progress. He wants to see the progress. After each game, we kind of discuss a few things or look back as far as what were the keys to the game. Our big focus right now is trying to find progress. Are we making progress, and is it in areas that we're focusing on? So that's kind of where we're at right now. Looking over some of his notes, I know his big thing was he's excited for. There's a lot of excitement in the program. Wins and losses, whatnot. Coach Basika's done a great job, kind of sharing some insight as far as how things have gone in the past. In Coach Career. He's really excited to kind of continue that and get the Gazelles kind of going in that direction that they were.